This shit right here just makes me furious. Black people don't hang themselves. Listen to this.
It was a little more than 2 weeks ago. A driver on Moreland Road spotted Medley hanging from a tree at this Brookfield golf course. The scene not sitting right with his family.
Family of the man found dead at a Waukesha County golf course is pushing police for answers. A warning, the details in this story may be difficult to hear. First responders found Tory Medley hanging from a tree at the Brookfield Hills golf course near I-94 and Moreland Road.
So we talking about over 2 weeks ago, a black man, Tory Medley, was found, and yet there's been no answers to what happened. You're telling me there's no cameras in the area or no one saw anything to bring justice to this family. This 39-year-old man lost his life, and it seems like they don't even give a damn about the situation. Meanwhile, the family had to hire an attorney just for the police to start digging a little deeper into what really happened to Tory Medley. If this don't make you furious, then something is really wrong with you. My thoughts and my prayers go out to his family.
She gonna cry in the bathroom. What? She finna go to this. That Orlando. She finna cry.
So over the weekend in Orlando, Florida, they hosted a concert featuring Young Jeezy, Plies, and Lil Boosie, and JT was invited. But the crowd was not feeling her or her performance at all. She got so upset, she started insulting the crowd, talking about she don't know if she with the OGs or if she with the YNs. Clearly, the OGs made her feel some type of way because she said this.
I make my official retirement from the OG community. I will not be doing no more shows in front of you know, I'm done. But I had so much fun, and I cannot wait to see the legends hit the stage. Good night.
So she's officially retired for performing for the OGs. But did you hear the people clapping and applauding when she said that? Clearly the younger crowd must like her type of music. Cause Orlando said last night, count me out. When you from Chicago, nothing surprises you. Big events being hosted downtown always bring out a bunch of young motherfuckers. And these young motherfuckers not worried about who's downtown or what's going on. But it amazes me that this motherfucker always got something to say. Especially thinking a National Guard presence would have made any difference. The city of Chicago literally has police walking downtown. And not even 30 seconds after these incidents occur, the police is on the scene. I don't understand how a motherfucker would think the National Guard would do any better. These young motherfuckers from different areas of the city don't give a fuck about the police nor the National Guard. But for this motherfucker to say they're chanting bring in Trump, that's a motherfucking lie. Don't believe all the social media hype or these fake ass accounts tweeting out talking about we need you. Chicago residents made it very clear, we don't want you here. Chicago has always been a city of violence, even from the Al Capone days. Major cities are gonna have major problems. And if you're asking why, cause that's more people to try to control.
Eat the mama. Eat her the mama. Eat the mama.
So a mother and daughter in Maryland was attacked by some middle schoolers who got on a school bus they shouldn't have got on. A planned attack carried out by kids.
The last few weeks have been difficult for Lakeisha Graves and her daughters, who say they were attacked by a group of students who had boarded a school bus that wasn't their own and attacked them.
You might as well go ahead and go home. Oh, so go ahead and go home.
Then a 12-year-old brushes me, and then her friends follow up. And the boy punches my daughter in her face twice, and, from there you see them dragging me across the field by my hair.
According to Cambridge Police Chief Justin Todd, 4 of the subjects were referred to juvenile services. Graves says she met with Chief Todd and Dorchester County's Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jameel Thompson, and is working to address the violence with city leaders. But it still escapes her as to how this even happened in the first place.
I was flabbergasted that children would even approach an adult, let alone assault them. I was not expecting that in any way, shape, or form.
First it happens in Chicago, now it happens in Maryland. Like, what are these kids' parents teaching them? That it's okay to jump adults? That it's okay to participate in mob action? Like if you're not safe picking up your own kids from school, then where the hell are you safe at? Are kids supposed to just stay home and be homeschooled? So this how motherfuckers be at concerts? To me, she don't look like she having fun at all. Like this right here looks pretty aggressive.
Not playful, not romantic, full on distracting. People around them froze, unsure if they should look away or start recording. Couple basically stole the show and turned a live concert into a romance movie scene.
Now, like, how sure are we that they are a couple? Because that's two different men. But to be pinned up against a guardrail getting rammed, I don't think anybody would find that comfortable. It was so many people packed, goddammit, you ain't had no breathing room. You ever heard of the expression 3 feet, no pressure? That's exactly what I would need if I was gonna be at something like this. Count me out. You know, at these type of events, anything can go down. And if I'm being truthful, I don't think she knew that motherfucker. I mean, just look at her facial expression. That shit should tell it all. And some people said she had on a full bodysuit. So what was all the ramming about? I'm sure it's gonna be more to uncover from this story, so make sure you tune in for more. Hey motherfuckers, take a look at this.
What did the president mean when he called reporter piggy?
Look, the president is very frank and honest with everyone in this room. You've all seen it yourself. You've all experienced it yourselves, and I think it's one of the many reasons that the American people reelected this president.
Let's be honest, who the hell he think he is to call somebody piggy when he ain't too far from being piggy himself? Him downstairs, talking about this is one of the many reasons why the American people voted him back into office. Try these motherfuckers wasn't using the old noggin. How about the fact these motherfuckers was just lost and that's how he got voted in? How about most of the men wasn't ready for a woman president? This is the reason why this motherfucker got voted in office. If it was another man running against that motherfucker, I don't think he would have stood a chance. For some odd reason, people just didn't like Kamala Harris. So if we're being honest, the American people only chose him because they didn't have nobody else to choose. And again, they wasn't ready for a woman president. So after this mother was brutally attacked by a bunch of kids leaving school, one of the children's mother decided to have her child get on social media and make a public apology. Let's get this straight. Fuck your apology. Don't nobody get no fuck about no apology when your child has learned her ways from you. These kids these days see what they see going on from their parents and they act out the same fucking way. This just shows how much you really are a part of your child's life. These mothers these days don't even watch their kids, let alone know what the hell their kids are getting into. And on top of that, that foul ass mouth, they got that from listening to you motherfuckers. Now, if you ask me, I think the mother just had her daughter to do this to get some fucking action online. To me, this was a rage bait video, cause in no way, form, or shape I'm gonna have a motherfucker make a video apologizing just to get some views. If any motherfucking thing, you should have been apologizing to that mother face to face. But as I mentioned before, fuck your apology, cause you should have did a better job as a parent. Once again, Donald Trump is calling for ABC to pull Jimmy Kimmel off air, saying, get that bum off the air. This comes after Jimmy Kimmel monologue on Tuesday saying Trump is not a happy little meal right now. Every time he gets asked about Jeffrey Epstein, he loses his mind. Trump fired back on Truth Social late Wednesday night, calling for ABC to pull him off of air, saying, why does ABC fake news keep Jimmy Kimmel, a man with no talent and very poor television ratings, on air? Now, this comes as on Wednesday when Trump officially signed a bill calling the Justice Department to finally release the Epstein files. Now, we all know that Jimmy Kimmel faced backlash regarding the Charlie Kirk situation, which he was suspended on air for a whole week. If you ask me, what Jimmy Kimmel said Tuesday night on his monologue wasn't really bad. It's not like he hasn't been telling the truth. I mean, don't forget, just like a few days ago, Donald Trump called a reporter quiet piggy on Air Force One. And of course, this was when she asked about the Epstein files as well. Shit's crazy, man. Somebody please help me understand what the fuck is going on. So now you telling me motherfuckers are making pants with fucking cat bags attached? Instead of just using a regular cat bag, motherfuckers want to have the cat attached to them? Who bright idea was to put the motherfucking cat bag on the motherfucking ass part? So now this motherfucking cat gotta sniff your ass every time they get inside that motherfucking bag? That motherfucker don't even look secure enough. Look like one false motherfucking move and that shit is over. What if the stitching come out that motherfucker and the cat just go plop to the ground? And what's crazy, some of you motherfuckers have purchased some shit like that. Talking about you want to be closer with your kitty. All I'm gonna say is, count me out. So JD Vance's wife has been spotted not wearing her wedding ring. And of course, you know how the internet get already. Many people are assuming this is the reason why. Now, we all remember this intense hug that Erica Kirk and JD Vance once shared. And Erica Kirk even stated that her love language is touch. Or maybe it's the fact that she stated that they have some similar traits about one another when she stated that no one can ever replace her husband. Or maybe this was the icing on the cake when that hand went into that man's head. We all know how women feel about that. Now, a spokesperson is defending JD Vance's wife, stating that she gives a lot of baths and washes a lot of dishes. So this is the reason why she's not wearing her wedding ring, as she forgets it sometimes. Anybody else smell something real fishy? So I have to ask all the married women out there, do you take your rings off when you wash dishes? Or do you have a dishwasher that you use instead? Do you forget to put your ring back on if you do wash dishes? Something smell real fishy, man. Wait, hold on. So Campbell's soup is slop made for poor people? You can bet your ass this product ain't gonna sell no more.
We have shit for poor people. Who buys our shit? I don't buy Campbell's products barely anymore. It's not healthy. Now that I know what the in it, even in a soup, I look at it, look at meat. Bioengineered meat. I don't want to eat a piece of chicken that came from a 3D printer.
This is probably one of the reasons why I was never a fan of Campbell's soup. Every time you go in a grocery store, you just see a whole bunch of them motherfuckers. Look like them motherfuckers been sitting on the shelves forever. Dust all around them motherfuckers. And now we see why. If corporations think like this, why should people buy their food? But for a motherfucker to say on recording that this shit is slop made for poor people, just lets you know how they think about you, the less fortunate. With all the backlash that Campbell is facing now, I don't think they're going to be around too much longer. There's going to be a lot of empty spaces in these stores. So another day in America, people are finding out that Campbell's soup comes from a 3D printer. So how do you feel about McDonald's?
I was curious the other day and found this online. McDonald's sells 6.5 million burgers in one single day. That's 195 million burgers a month. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't see cows lined up around every corner waiting to be turned into patties. I mean, seriously, do the math. Even if you stretched one cow into a bunch of burgers, you're still talking millions of cows just to keep up every day. So I started asking myself, where are all these cows coming from?
Where's the meat coming from? Are people eating cloned meat? Is there another 3D option available? Processed foods, anyone? But seriously, think about it. Where's all this meat coming from? Now, if the cows are producing the milk, but they also producing the beef, wouldn't it be a shortage somewhere? Something ain't adding up. Did you buy McDonald's today? Did it taste like actual beef? Or was it real flimsy and shit? Just something to think about.
Quiet, piggy.
So Diaper Don wants ABC to get rid of Jimmy Kimmel, which he tweeted out, "Get that bum off air." Jimmy Kimmel responded,
Talk about a snowflake, this guy. Every 5 weeks he flips out and wants me fired. If you got this many threats from a neighbor, you'd have no problem getting a restraining order. And you've done this before. You tried to get me fired in September. It didn't work. If you're watching tonight, which I presume you are, how about this? I'll go when you go, okay? Go off into the sunset together like Butch Cassidy and the suntan kid. I may borrow a phrase from you. Quiet, piggy.
and there you have it. Using a phrase from Teflon Don himself. Just amazing to me how no president has ever attacked late night television. Meanwhile, every chance he get, D. Treasy is trying to voice his opinion as if motherfuckers give a damn. The fact that he says he doesn't care but yet stays up to watch Jimmy Kimmel, like this motherfucker is really trying to take freedom of speech away. Let these late night show hosts say what the fuck they want to say. Like that old expression, if it's too hot in the kitchen, get the fuck out. TikTok, I want you to meet Clay Higgins. This is that one motherfucker that decided he did not want to vote to release the Epstein files.
On this vote, the yeas are 427, the nays are 1. 2/3 being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended, the bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
Now, many are asking, why did he vote no to release those Epstein files? Why was he the only motherfucker left standing by himself? Now, Clay Higgins stated from the very beginning he was always a principled no. Now, he claims that this bill reveals and injures thousands of innocent people, witnesses, people who provided alibis, family members, and etc. But he also states this type of broad reveal of criminal investigative files released to the media will absolutely result in innocent people being hurt. I feel like innocent people have already been hurt, and scrubbing the list can only remove names that shouldn't be removed. Do you agree with him voting no? Or is he really trying to show his alliance to Donald Trump? So last night I was enjoying Monday Night Football, and then this came on.
I suffered so much pain. So much pain.
So much pain.
I suffered so much pain. I was 14 years old.
I was 16 years old. I was 16.
17.
14 years old.
This is me.
This was me.
This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
There are about 1,000 of us.
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
You would think by now that the administration should have got the picture. These women are crying out for help and they want these files released. The fact that this was one of the commercials during Monday Night Football lets you know, because they knew a lot of people was watching last night. Mike Johnson states a lot of Republicans are supposed to back this, that they want the files released. Is it going to implement Donnie Boy? Will his presidential run come to an end? Release those files. Get these women the justice that they deserve and hold everybody that was a part of it accountable. It's sad to say, but what she just said out her mouth is the truth.
As we saw in this past election, sadly, we ain't ready. That's why I'm like, don't even look at me about running, because you all are lying. You're not ready for a woman. You are not. So don't waste my time. You know, we got a lot of growing up to do. And there's still, sadly, a lot of men who do not feel like they can be led by a woman, and we saw it.
Hillary Clinton, America wasn't ready. Kamala Harris, America wasn't ready. Just my honest opinion, I don't think America's ever going to be ready. Because pretty much what she just said out her mouth, a lot of men don't want to be led by a woman. Now, me personally, I don't see anything wrong with a woman president. Whoever has America's best interests, man or woman, should be president. But I'm curious to know your thoughts on this situation. Do you believe there will ever be a woman president? There's been 47 presidents and they've all been men. Will history continue to keep repeating itself, or will the system break? So by now you motherfuckers have probably heard that Olivia Henderson, that DoorDasher that went to that man's house delivering his food, decided to pull out her phone to get some views and recorded him with his pants down. She got arrested. On November 10th, they decided to take her ass in on felony surveillance charges. Now that TikTok video that she posted, she went viral from that motherfucker, but now she finna go viral from jail. But check this out. The police had warned the customer of potential indecent exposure without charging him, but Henderson sharing the footage violated DoorDash's privacy policy, which led to her account getting deactivated. It's a shame that she just didn't go up to that man's door, leave his food right there, take a picture and walk away, but instead violated his privacy and recorded him just to get some views that's now got her ass in jail. I guarantee you this motherfucker done learned a valuable motherfucking lesson from this motherfucking incident, and I bet you she don't do this shit ever again. Like, what the fuck? Did y'all see that shit? Ain't no way I'm finna be patting on another man's you-know-what. And I bet you he enjoyed that shit, too.
I'm blowing out my left arm, now I'm gonna blow out my right arm, and I'm blowing out my damn throat, too.
Well, damn, okay, we'll take your word for it. All I'm gonna say is count me out. We definitely understand the big, beautiful bill. And yeah, that might be the name of that shit that they passed. But we also know what that is. Like, the world is not gonna let these two live this shit down. And if it comes out that this shit is true, ooh, wait. To find out the commander-in-chief is the commander-in-chief? Him downstairs. Couldn't be me. Now, Bill Clinton's denying any allegations of being involved with D. Treasy. But some of these videos is looking real sleazy. At this point, I don't even know what to think no more. But just know you can count me out of any situation like this. So Bill Clinton has denied any wrongdoing regarding the Epstein files. It goes on to say that former President Bill Clinton has rejected any allegations of any wrongdoing related to Jeffrey Epstein, calling them noise meant to distract from election losses, backfiring shutdowns, and who knows what else. Now, the reason that his spokesperson put out this announcement was because of Donald Trump's announcement that he had instructed the Department of Justice to investigate Epstein ties with Clinton. Now, we all know that the recently released emails from the Jeffrey estate have implicated both Donald Trump and Bill Clinton. Now, while Epstein claimed that Clinton never visited his private island, flight logs show Clinton took multiple trips on Epstein's jet. And meanwhile, Trump has been mentioned over 1,000 times in these emails, with Epstein suggesting Trump had knowledge of the girls, though no direct evidence implicates him of any crimes. Meanwhile, subpoenas have been issued to both Hillary and Bill Clinton in regards to this investigation. This shit getting spicy, y'all. I can't wait to see what happens next. Did you motherfuckers hear what Elon Musk's father said on CNN?
You see, if you take South Africa, we have a small white population that projects European culture, or what we learned from Europe.
And oppressed millions of black people.
No.
For decades.
How do you oppress? We gave them work. We fed them. They grew from a tiny little group into a massive group. That's not oppression. That's feeding them. We fed them, for crying out loud. Enough with this nonsense.
But so you understand, because the black population was so oppressed under apartheid.
Well, we never saw this oppression you're talking about.
You never saw it.
No, I never saw it.
Yeah, because you're white.
So now you can understand where his hate for black people come from. Like father, like son. The fact that he went on CNN and said that and act like nothing was wrong. That's probably how most of you motherfuckers from that age group actually feel. People like this is the reason why racism still exists. It's not just in this country. It's all around the world. Birds of a feather flock together. Why you think Elon and Trump was so cool? For people to still think like this in this day and age is insane. Why does it look like that man grabbing that man package? Bill standing there like, yeah, Donnie like, I got you, motherfucker. Clearly, this must be Bubba. Oh, shit, the way that they swinging.
How did you marry a woman and then turn around and let a man bend you over? Ain't nobody bending me over. Oh, so you doing the bending? Is that what it is?
Hey, they say the truth coming to the light. Well, at least this picture it is. Now, we all know that Donnie tried to toss Jeffrey off as a Democrat. But now we know Bubba's a Democrat, too. These Epstein files is about to rip this man a new one. Or maybe I misspoke. Bubba probably already did. As Donald Trump scurries to every Republican begging them not to release these files, I'm here for it. If your presidency can be destroyed by releasing the Epstein files, it deserves to be destroyed by releasing those Epstein files. This is one situation that you can count me out. So after emails from Epstein about Trump were released, people are now re-examining J.D. Vance's old tweets about Epstein. Back in 2011, he tweeted out, what possible interest would the U.S. government have in keeping Epstein clients list secret? Goes on to say that the DOJ and Maxwell lawyer have made a deal that her little black book of contacts will never be made public. Now, one of the emails state that Trump knew about the girls and that he spent hours at Epstein's house with one of the victims. But as always, Donald Trump went to the defense and said that the Democrats are trying to bring up the Jeffrey Epstein hoax again because they'll do anything to deflect how bad they've done with the government shutdown. He states that only the bad or stupid Republican will fall into that trap. But then there's been reports that Donald Trump has been reaching out to several Republicans trying to get them to not release those files. It seems like some of the Republican Party is starting to now separate from Donald Trump as it gets closer to releasing these files. See, this right here is why I don't fuck with Bridges. Now, this motherfucker right here has only been open for a few months. And motherfuckers on November 11th stated they seen cracks underneath this motherfucker. Just imagine if a motherfucker didn't notice those motherfucking cracks. It would have been some terrible motherfucking shit going down in China. We talking about a motherfucking bridge that once was standing strong is now falling down. Count me out. Now, luckily, there was no motherfuckers on that motherfucker. Because if it was some motherfuckers on that motherfucker, that would have been a motherfucking situation. We talking about a motherfucking bridge that was only open for a few motherfucking months? And all of a sudden, this motherfucker starts to motherfucking crumble? Look like a motherfucking scene in a motherfucking movie. We talking about motherfucking shits for giggles, but a motherfucking bridge is falling down. So if you a motherfucker out there wondering why I don't like going across motherfucking bridges, motherfucker, there you go. Count me out.
We had a little situation.
Hey, I'm curious to know, what type of situation was that?
And the person who goes around calling churches and putting the voice of a baby crying in the background. And I say, really the person is low.
Now, why is this person low? Because they doing a social experiment. Is it because she called your church and your church didn't qualify? Should have said yes instead of saying no.
It's a witch. And my Bible says he do not allow that thing to live.
Wait, so she's a witch because she put y'all on blast and all the other churches that take donations on Sundays. If an experiment was done on drug dealers and drug dealers was willing to give up money for baby formula, why can't you? Better yet, why not just pay for the baby formula out of your pocket? Because again, that's the Christian thing to do. I guess the people of your church really know where that money going now, not to helping nobody. I was scrolling the For You feed and one of my mutual friends by the name of Sarah popped up. She made a video about a guy named Isaac Moore who likes to beat women. Now, if you don't know who Isaac Moore is, he's a purse designer. What makes this even more sad is that she's known this man since she was 19 years old. Now, granted, they lost touch but met back up when they were in their 30s, but you would think you would know a person. Not to mention, she knew this man when he was at his lowest, when he was homeless. When she ran back into him, he was already in some type of scandal, scamming people out of money. Now, if you've been together with someone for over a year, it's only normal that you pop up to people's houses unannounced, as she claimed she did on November 7th. But she also stated that he also did unannounced pop-ups as well, so it's only right. But when she got there, it was another woman there. And clearly this must have frustrated this guy because he decided to put his hands on her. All because he got caught up? In no situation should you have to put your hands on a woman. For him to did what he did to her, he needs to be put on blast. But it takes courage from her to be able to come on social media and tell her story. And if you haven't seen the video, go to her page and look at it. Repost it. Push her shit out there. I was just looking at this video. You know what? Just look at this.
Can we please bring back the 90s men, like the men who adored you for real, the men who really loved
love to the men who beg for your love. Like the ones who are cared about you for real. The ones who, it don't matter who around, they're gonna show their love for you. Like, bring back the nice men. Bring back the respectful men. Bring back the men who don't feel like they have to be hoes. Please. Because these pit bulls y'all got out here, keep them.
Well, if you want the 90s men to come back, you definitely got to bring back the 90s women. The 90s woman knew how to treat her man. Respect, loyalty, and real affection. Where's that shit at? The 90s woman used to iron clothes, cook meals, keep the house in order. The 90s woman held her man down. Not because she had to, but because she wanted to. She believed in partnership and not competition. The 90s woman wasn't stuck on social media. Bring back the 90s woman that appreciated their body, not the ones that need all this plastic surgery and BBLs and shit. The 90s woman showed real love through action. Real genuine, no games, just connection. Bring back the 90s woman that appreciated the little things. A good morning call, time spent together. To her, that meant more than followers or likes. Bring back the 90s woman that ain't out here begging men for money, acting like we cash stations and shit with easy withdrawals. If you can bring that back, I'm sure the 90s men can come back. I see now why Donald Trump is demanding that the air traffic controllers return to work. Today, there was over 2,000 flights that were canceled. And they're saying that that's only 5.5% flights that were affected. But come Friday the 14th, it's supposed to ramp up to 10%. And they're saying even if the government shutdown does come to an end before Friday, they still don't know if it's gonna play a part or not. Now they're saying that on Sunday, 2,600 flights were canceled. And they say while 60% of the flights left on time, the remaining was grounded for at least an hour or more. Just imagine if this go into the Thanksgiving holiday. We are literally 2 weeks from one of the biggest holidays of the year. But by Donald Trump demanding that the air traffic controllers return to work so things can go back to how they used to be, are they willing to do that without getting paid? Come tomorrow, how many more flight cancellations are there going to be? Because I'm sure everyone's not going to show up to work. And I wish I would have knew this motherfucking shit a long time ago. You telling me we've been spending thousands of dollars and we could have been getting furniture for the fraction of that price? China has a vast manufacturing infrastructure that allows for large-scale production, which means that's why it's so cheap. Watch this.
Who is the Chinese supplier of light luxury furniture? The supplier of various luxury brands is Mingxi International. It has been producing furniture for more than 35 years.
Wow.
Usually you spend $1,000 to buy furniture, but over here you only need 1/10 of the cost.
A couple
and
bucks?
There are many styles such as the Italian
We need to hop
luxury
on
style,
that.
modern minimalism style, American romantic style, and so on. It is one of the largest OEM factories for international brand. If you want to source furniture from China.
Now, I remember back in the day when we was in school, they used to tell us about imports and exports, how prices would be different. But who knew that the prices would be this different? Who knew that good old America would really be getting over us that hard? I mean, fucking us real hard. And before you mention anything about the shipping, oh man, the shipping is not that expensive as what you people think. They're basically telling you, hey, come shop with us, skip the middleman. And I wish I would have knew this motherfucking shit a long time ago. You telling me we've been spending thousands of dollars and we could have been getting furniture for the fraction of that price? China has a vast manufacturing infrastructure that allows for large-scale production, which means that's why it's so cheap. Watch this.
Who is the Chinese supplier of light luxury furniture? The supplier of various luxury brands is Mingxi International. It has been producing furniture for more than 35 years.
Wow.
Usually you spend $1,000 to buy furniture, but over here you only need 1/10 of the cost.
A couple
and
bucks?
There are many styles such as the Italian
We need to hop
luxury
on
style,
that.
modern minimalism style, American romantic style, and so on. It is one of the largest OEM factories for international brand. If you want to source furniture from China.
Now, I remember back in the day when we was in school, they used to tell us about imports and exports, how prices would be different. But who knew that the prices would be this different? Who knew that good old America would really be getting over us that hard? I mean, fucking us real hard. And before you mention anything about the shipping, oh man, the shipping is not that expensive as what you people think. They're basically telling you, hey, come shop with us, skip the middleman.